To generate the TOC, I need to first apply heading styles that Word will recognize. The styles Word looks for by default are the heading styles built into the template. I find these styles on the Home tab in the Styles gallery. They're called Heading 1, Heading 2, Heading 3, and so on up through Heading 9. In this document, my headings don't have a special style yet, just the default normal style, which is the same style as the body text. So I'll apply the heading styles. I can do that in any order, and I'll start with this one, which I want to be a heading 1. I'll select the text, and before applying the style, I'll scroll down to the other heading that should be styled as a heading 1, and I'll press Ctrl so I can select this heading along with the first one. Now in the Styles gallery, I'll click Heading 1. Both these headings now have the Heading 1 style. Next, I'll select the headings that should get the Heading 2 style. Here's the first one. And I'll press Ctrl while I select the others, Costs and Implementation Plan. In the Styles gallery, I'll click Heading 2. So these now have the right style. And I have one third level heading here. I'll select it and display the gallery, then apply the Heading 3 style. Opening the Styles gallery again, I want to mention another thing. The template contains heading styles that go up to Heading 9, but in the gallery I only see styles up to Heading 4. If I wanted Heading 5 or higher, I'd select the text in the document and press Ctrl plus Shift plus S to open the Apply Styles dialog box so I could request the style. I'd type the heading name in the box, Heading 5, and press Apply. There's more about managing styles in the quick reference card at the end of the course. Okay, I do want the Heading 3 here, so I'll click Undo to get that back. My headings are ready, and I'll generate the TOC. I'll press Ctrl plus Home to move to the top of the document. Then I'll click References, Table of Contents, and I'll choose one of the automatic TOC styles. I like the one that just says Contents. There's the TOC. Let's say my document headings have styles applied, but I'm not sure if they're the built-in heading styles. How do I check that and change the styles? One way is that I can click inside the heading and look in the Styles gallery to see which style is selected. For example, this heading is using the title style. To apply the Heading 1 style instead, I'll click Heading 1. Another way to do this is to click the little arrow in the corner of the Styles group, which opens the Styles task pane. I like using the task pane because it shows the styles in a simple list. I can see at a glance that the style I just applied is a Heading 1. In the document, scrolling down to the next heading, I'll click it to check its style, and I see that it also has the title style. To apply Heading 1, I'll click Heading 1 in the list. Now I'll check the subheading style. Looks like it's got the subtitle style applied. In the list, I'll click Heading 2 to apply that instead. Word will now pick up these headings for inclusion in the TOC. Now here's something else. If I had wanted to use the title and subtitle styles, or a custom style I'd created for my headings, I could. I can direct Word to recognize styles for inclusion in the TOC. That involves another step though, and I'll detail that in the next video. Also, I can change the attributes of a built-in heading and Word still sees it as a built-in heading. For example, for this Heading 1, I'll change the font color to orange. And to make it always be orange, I'll right-click, point to Styles, and then click Update Heading 1 to match selection. Word still treats it, for the purposes of the TOC, as the built-in Heading 1. Up next, direct Word to pick up other styles for inclusion in the TOC.